After Bitcoin exactly got rejected by the level we've discussed in the previous videos, we are right now creating a massive CME gap. And on today's update video, I'm going to be talking about what does this mean for Bitcoin. I'm going to be talking about the trend on the imminent short term right now. I will be discussing a massive billion US dollars that Tether just has printed and many more important charts. Because in exactly 58 hours from recording of this video, the Federal Reserve is going to cut its interest rates by 50 basis points, and I'm going to be discussing what this means for the market right now, and many more important charts will be getting discussed, including this here. So without any further ado, guys, don't forget to once again slam the like button back above 1,000 likes will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So first of all, Bitcoin yesterday had a massive dump towards the downside, while in fact we had that CME gap trading above us. And right now, since we came down so significantly, we have officially created a CME gap, and with the CME open price laying somewhere around 60,500, we've got a massive gap on the top side, often about 2 to 3% towards the upside, which is of course quite insane. And what we have learned from the past is that 90% of all Bitcoin CME gaps, they tend to get filled up within 48 hours of creation. So the likeliest expectation is that Bitcoin is going to be hovering back towards the upside over the course of the next 48 hours. So right now what we can see is that Bitcoin is ultimately still trading in a massive uptrend, where it is indeed still creating higher lows together with higher highs, and ultimately I think the structure is looking still quite good here. And while Bitcoin is indeed dumping, just a moment ago here, we saw Tether print over $1 billion worth of tokens, and that is of course ultimately also going to be providing more buying pressure. And basically, as more Tethers are getting circulated in the market, we are seeing more buying pressure emerge, and that is a very good thing here. And these Tethers are not getting printed out of thin air. No, they are getting printed due to demand outside of crypto. So there's a significant sign that demand is still there. So yeah, this is ultimately a very good thing for the market. And you can see right now on the 12-hour time frame, we're seeing a downward sloping resist line, which I discussed on previous videos as well, exactly once again providing resistance like I mentioned in the previous videos. I said this is going to be extremely likely to be playing out here, and I said that we need to be approaching it in a bigger perspective. And in a bigger perspective, we can currently clearly see we are creating a massive symmetrical triangle right now on that 12-hour time frame. So Bitcoin is still consolidating. You could be either approach it as a symmetrical triangle, you could also approach it as a falling wedge pattern if you're looking at the daily time frame. But anyways, both patterns are looking good for the price action on Bitcoin right now here, and both patterns are basically indicating whenever Bitcoin breaks above the resistance line, we can see above us right now here, we're going to be seeing a massive continuation. And I exactly discussed this on yesterday's video. I exactly discussed that this level is most likely for the third time in a row going to be providing resistance, but the moment we break above this level, that is the moment where the continuation is going to get started. So yes, it is still exactly playing out like predicted, and if Bitcoin does really come down here towards the lower side of the range, I believe it's going to be once again a very good opportunity to actually accumulate Bitcoin. So if that is were to be happening, I am definitely going to be one of the buyers. And with the stock market, the S&P 500 right now about to be hitting new all-time highs, I think that Bitcoin is most likely ultimately going to be following as well. And what we can currently just clearly see here is that, in my opinion, we've got two very important levels of support, which is the 55,000 US dollars and the 53,000 US dollars, which both provided massive support. And looking at the top side, we can see this downward sloping resist line is currently getting created. I will be making it a red line for this case right now here, but you can clearly see here Bitcoin is getting suppressed from the top side towards the downside, and on the lower side we're just seeing a very big horizontal level of support here. So Bitcoin is getting compressed and a breakout is going to be imminent. And with the FOMC meeting right now only 58 hours out before we're going to be getting the interest rate decision, guys, we are currently seeing that there is a 61% chance the Federal Reserve is going to cut its rates by 50 basis points here. So that is going to be massive for the market, because if we learned one thing here, if we're going to be overlaying the Fed funds rates above the Bitcoin chart here, we can see that the most exponential Bitcoin bull markets always happen whenever the Fed is cutting its rates here. And The last time it happened, it was in 2020, and after that, it followed by a massive Bitcoin bull market. So this is a very great thing for the market, and this is happening in literally 58 hours from now on here. So yes, while Bitcoin is currently exactly still consolidating, whenever this news is going to be hitting the markets, and as time is continuing, it's going to get priced in more and more, and since the chances of a 50 basis point rate cut are significantly increasing, we are most likely going to see some very positive price action on Bitcoin as well in the coming 48 hours leading up towards this event. So yeah, currently we're still trading on a bigger downtrend on the daily time frame, but I mentioned this in many videos before. I don't think there's a big reason to worry about this, but what is important to understand is that whenever we do really clearly see the break above that downward sloping trend line on the top side, or the downward sloping structure basically, that is the point where we're going to be seeing that new exponential high getting formed here on the market. But as long as Bitcoin is not taking out, not this previous high right here, but this level right here, the 64 to 65,000 US dollars, guys, as soon as we do take out that high right there, that is the point where I believe we're going to be seeing a bigger trend reversal and a bigger structure reversal, I should say. So yeah, for that, we're still waiting, and we're just seeing how Bitcoin is playing out right now here. But currently, everything is still looking in play. We're still creating a massive falling wedge pattern, and this is where we should be putting our attention towards right now here. So looking at the Bitcoin chart here, guys, I am still looking to be opening up a massive trade here, like I said in many videos before, either if Bitcoin does come down right now here, or either if we see the break of structure or the break outside of the massive falling wedge pattern. And yes, guys, if you want to be joining me with my trade, or if you want to be opening up an old trade, guys, don't forget to go to the highest link description of today's video, because if you press on this link, you will first of all get a deposit bonus worth 30,000 US dollars. But on top of that, you can currently claim a free 500 US dollar airdrop position on Bybit by only signing up an account using that link below here. And guys, this deposit bonus is ending in 2 days from now on, so make sure to grab it. This is literally your last opportunity to grab this free 500 US dollar airdrop position on Bybit. After this deposit bonus is ending, and yeah, you can't get such a good deal here. So if you're interested in trading Bitcoin or altcoins in the near future, make sure to check out Bybit in the link description of today's video. But further on, guys, I want to be pointing out here is that if we start to zoom out to the 2-day time frame, or even the 3-day time frame, we can still see Bitcoin is creating that massive falling wedge pattern. So the chart is actually looking quite good here for Bitcoin. And yes, what we're also seeing here right now on the 2-day time frame is that Bitcoin, of course, is creating that massive bull flag pattern. And really, the moment where we're going to be breaking above the resistance on the top side, that is the moment where we're going to be seeing the next exponential move for Bitcoin. But for now on, we're just seeing another consolidation phase in this bigger consolidation phase, what we call the bull flag pattern, right? So we see the downward sloping support line, the downward sloping resist line, and basically Bitcoin is consolidating in the midst of this exact bull flag pattern right now here. So things are looking great here, and of course we're creating a fractal, which we also created in 2019, which is also exactly playing out. And on the monthly time frame, we're just seeing that Bitcoin is still consolidating above that previous all-time high and is creating a falling wedge on the monthly time frame. And yes, guys, with the US election happening in 50 days from now on, I'm expecting a lot of volatility is going to be hitting the markets, because historically speaking, whenever the US elections are coming towards the market, guys, we always have seen a significant rally towards the upside. Despite the winner, despite it's Trump, despite it is Biden, whatever, guys, we've always seen a massive bull market following after. I mean, I think Trump is going to be better for the markets, but anyways, I believe a bull market is inevitable for Bitcoin, depending on who the winner is exactly going to be here. So yes, there are some big things about to be happening right here. So yes, guys, I mean, this was the most important information I had for you on today's update video. If you learned something from it, don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one tomorrow back on another video. Peace out. Goodbye.